Welcome back to Low Country Spotlight. We have had such an action-packed, for lack of a better word, show with so much information. Well, our third segment will definitely not disappoint. We have with us Miss Camille McDonald, and I mean, she's absolutely fabulous. Can't wait for you to see her, but let me tell you a little bit about her first. She is a former contestant on America's Next Top Model. Yes, the one with Tyra Banks. She also participated in the All-Stars run of America's Next Top Model. She is a new mom. She's a former resident of New York, has relocated to this area, and is doing so many wonderful things. And we are so happy that she could be with us today on Low Country Spotlight. So welcome to Low Country Spotlight, Camille.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm so happy you could be here. We were talking, and there are like 10,000 different ways we can take this conversation. But let's start with America's Next Top Model.
Sure.
And talk to us a little bit about that whole experience and how that even came about for you.
America's Next Top Model was an experience like no other. It pretty much gave you a taste of what it would be like to be a model in the real world. I was currently at Howard University in my senior year, and they had an audition which I didn't really want to go to because I was focused on being a creative director at an advertising agency and graduating and so forth and so on.
Oh, yeah.
But all my friends really encouraged me to audition, and I ended up on the show. Now the show plays here in the United States once a year.
Yeah.
Cycle 2 and All Stars, and it's also sold to 30 countries around the world. So it's still playing. So it was a great experience.
Well, that is awesome. So you went from America's Top Model, working in New York, having developed your portfolio, even diversifying your portfolio. Tell us about some of the things that you brought to the Low Country and some of the events and activities you're involved with.
Sure, definitely. Well, I am a New Yorker by heart, and South Carolina and the Low Country is a completely different beast.
Yeah.
But I'm a mom now, and I have a family, and I want to do what's best for my daughter to give her an enriched life, and her dad is here. So I decided to see if, you know, this place is going to work for me, and so far so good. I was able to host the Low Country Parent Magazine fashion show at the expo that just happened with over 30 kids. And my daughter, Kennedy, who's 1 year and 6 months, got to close the show. And that was fabulous. So I got to encourage the children in the show and give them a little taste of runway life and really do, you know, a meet and greet. So that was really fun, and there's so many other things that I'm going to be doing here.
Well, talk to us a little bit about, because you mentioned the fact that, you know, in New York, you know, high fashion, model runway, America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks and all that. Then you had your daughter, you decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to slow the pace of my life. I'm going to come to South Carolina because that's best. Talk to us about that whole transition, how that's been for you.
You know, I don't know if it's really slowing the pace. I feel like I'm moving even faster. And with that being said, as a mom, and I think a lot of mothers can identify where they try to do so much. They try to do so much for their family, for their kids. I have a dog, and they leave themselves last. And it's very important to find your space, because if you're not happy, then you can't truly make your family happy. And one of the things that I knew that I needed to do, not just for the physical or the fashion industry, is to make myself get into optimal health, the best health as possible. So in coming here to South Carolina, I partnered with Title Boxing Clubs in Westcott Shopping Center near Harris Teeter,
right here in
where I
Somerville.
box 3 days a week. And I've seen a complete transformation in my body doing that, as well as yoga at Charleston Power Yoga. And it gives me a moment to just be with myself, to sit still in yoga and meditate. And also, when you work out, your adrenaline is pumping, so you feel refreshed. It's hard the first week, but you know, it definitely works to my benefit. And it's all about health and wellness. And I want to encourage new moms to get in the gym. Whether you're a mom or not, you could be in, you know, school, because they have a children's program as well. And even for the elderly, to prevention is better than cure. So your body is a machine; it needs to get worked out. So you're, you know, you're at the healthiest stage, and it's been an amazing experience.
And you know, we've had so many guests that come on and talk about the same exact issue, health and wellness. You're the first guest who's come on and talking about the boxing aspect of it. Tell us a little bit about how that whole thing works, because it's hard to imagine. I mean, you know, we see Ronda Rousey, who is the MMA or whatever it is that she does. And, you know, you see all these fighters that are in the gym. But what about moms who never envision, I can't do that, that's not for me? Encourage them. Talk to us about that.
Or
and how that
even
works.
women, you know, and men like in their 60s. Basically, when you sign up for Title Boxing, and I want to encourage all of your viewers, if they're interested in getting a free day or free pass for workout, you know, at the end they'll give the information where you can do so as well. I'm sure they would love to see you in the gym, but you're burning up to 1,000 calories per session.
Wow.
And that's amazing. And you go at your own speed. You know, you wrap your wrists, you put your gloves on, and pretty much it's, you know, the cardio that's involved, and it's the strength. And besides being a boxing gym, there's kettlebells, there's the rope. You know, we get on the floor, we do crunches, push-ups, sit-ups. So it's a little more than what meets the eye, and it's a very friendly environment, and it's not intimidating. It's one of those things that you just have to experience. And then with the hot yoga, I work out with Bethany at Charleston Power Yoga, and I do the hot vinyasa yoga, which makes you sweat just by being in that room, but it helps you work on your flexibility. But it's also like a cleansing of the spirit, because you're having a moment to sit still. Like your mind is always busy, your mind is always working. So when you can find that space to kind of like clear your minds and breathe in, it's really about the breathing. Like, I don't know how many of us throughout the day take a moment to breathe in and exhale 10 times, you know, as deep as you can, and exhale. It's just something that doesn't happen. You don't think about it. But through yoga and boxing, you're definitely helping the oxygen and your blood flow.
And I think it's so important that, you know, you're in the fashion industry, you're in the modeling industry. What do you think about the fact that, you know, sometimes you have to do certain things and make changes to your body? Like you said, you know, after you had Kennedy, you know, you had to get back in the gym, but not just for the sake of the fashion industry, but also for your health. But talk about the fashion industry. Ashley Graham was just on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a plus size model. Talk about what some of the things were that you saw in New York.
Wow, I mean, the industry is definitely changing, and it's about being healthy. Like, I didn't go to the gym to lose weight, to technically be skinny. It's about being the best you, the fittest you. So you have muscle weight and you have, you know, fat weight. And like I said, prevention is better than cure. So depending on your body structure and how you work out, it's about toning. I mean, I'm older now, so my metabolism has slowed down. I have to pay more attention to what I eat. And that's pretty much 65–70% of the battles what you actually intake in your body. But the fashion industry is one that's changing. Plus size models, shout out to my cousin Lauren Coote, who's a plus size model with Wilhelmina in New York. And it's doing really well. It's about identifying what true beauty is to your particular body structure. Not everyone is meant to be a size 2, but you have to be a healthy size 14 or size, you know, 16. And I'm very proud to say that now more than ever, we see more women of color gracing the covers of magazines, a lot of actresses, and also moms in the industry. Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, these are older women, and they're having longevity in the industry, just like, you know, the tennis player Serena Williams. They say once you meet a certain age, you're out the door, your career is over. But it's not true. I think the industry is definitely seeing that talent and skill and beauty comes in all ages.
And that is wonderful.
And sizes.
And thank you so much. We're about out of time. This has been Camille McDonald. And listen, look for her. I mean, she just hosted the kids fashion show for Parent Magazine, and she's doing all kind of wonderful things. Title Boxing Gym, hot yoga, all of her info will be on our website. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week for more Low Country Spotlight.